doing music stuff on shows. And who's seen the show Beck? Anybody? Nobody? You need to see Beck. Oh my gosh. Oh my, I'm amazed. Do you like music?
Like Beck the singer?
Not Beck the singer, not like Beck, but he's great.
No, not
but
that.
No, there's an anime called Beck. Greg Ayers stars in it. Johnny Young Bosch is in it. I play the lone pop singer in a show about rock music. But it is, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. It's really amazing, you guys. And not just, as a show, it's fantastic already, but it's about a kid who discovers music. Imagine being 15 years old and learning how to play a guitar, and just music takes over his life, and he joins a band, and he works very, very, very hard and succeeds. And it's all the musicians he meets along the way. And what was amazing about working on this show, and I didn't adapt any of the music, the majority of that was done by Mike McFarlane, but all the singing, it was an amazing thing to be around Funimation when Beck was going on, because you couldn't walk down the hall. Don't go anywhere. You couldn't walk down the hall without hearing music constantly being mixed, and the opportunity for me to hear. Yeah, it's not turned on yet. You know, I know Vic's a great voice actor. I know, Chris Patton and all these people are fantastic voice actors. And I'd heard them for years, and all of a sudden you're getting to hear them sing, and it's this whole other part of their talent that you didn't know. You may have known that it existed, but you never got to experience it. So it's a very exciting time, and it's a great show, and I don't say that about every show, so it's really awesome. Please check it out. That's easy to remember. Let's pause for a moment while we set up this thing. Okay, so you keep talking, and I'll bring up like a lyric sheet or something, and we can compare like what the translation is.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys covered before I came in, but one of the biggest things about water.
Is there one in my purse? I took this
one of the biggest things that I noticed when I started adapting Japanese lyrics. I don't know if you covered this already, but usually you'll have like 5 Japanese words that are supposed to cover about 45 minutes. I mean, it's amazing the difference between, like, for instance, you'll get a Japanese translation, like a direct translation of a song, and it will be something really kind of esoteric and nondescript, like the sun that we forgot ourselves in. And that lyric is supposed to cover this. That's a lot of stuff to cover with the sun we forgot, you know what I mean? And so you have to adapt the lyric in such a way that you maintain the essence of what the lyric is supposed to say, but you have to embellish it and, and flesh it out and really stretch it out to cover the entire length of the song, of that line. I know she's got some lyrics with her. This happens every time I've ever written a translation. It's really funny because this is where, like, lyric writing, and if any of you guys are interested in doing something like this, a really good command of the English language is very helpful. And, really being good with synonyms and adjectives and expressing yourself in words. Because you don't want to really change the song, you want to do justice to the original composers and make the song as much of what they were trying to say as possible. And that's the other thing. A lot of times the phrases and the imagery is so, what? You know what I mean? It's like, what in the world is that supposed to mean? And you have to really try to think about, okay, how would I express that? And, what are they actually trying to communicate here? And usually you have to come up with a lot more words than you are provided with. For instance, Caitlin.
Okay, I'm gonna stay down here on the floor if you feel that way. I adapted this song, the first closing song of One Piece from season 1. Let me read you the translation of a little bit of it. So, when I was little, I had a vision of a treasure map. and I always searched for that miraculous place before someone else could beat me to it. Okay, and like sometimes you're like, and where's the second half of the sentence? And then if the world is going to change before I can attain my dream, then take me to the time when I do nothing so that my memories won't fade. Isn't that just so melodic? Yeah. Sometimes what we'll do, I hate to use this evil word fan sub, but we'll have the translation that's given to us by Funimation, and then just for the sake of having other words there present, because sometimes you're like, I need another word that means this, or this translation, like you said, it's so out there. Just having someone else's take on it, you can look at that also, and then have a thesaurus handy and go for it. And so what this song ended up being, I don't have a recording of it, but it's like, as a kid, I never stopped searching for a great treasure. I had a map in my mind that I knew would lead me. I had to find my way to that place before someone could beat me. The promised land was in my grasp, and I wouldn't let go. And there's some little la-las. So that's how we do it. We take some translation and turn it into words. Let me find something that I actually have, like an MP3 of and we can play something. Like I'll find something like this. I think I have some. Or I'll make you sing.
No, don't do that. Let me take this lull to invite you guys to come to my concert this evening. It's going to be a lot of fun. I show a lot of fun videos that are related to the songs, and there's some audience participation and music from different animes that I've been involved with, as well as some original music, and it's a lot of fun, so I hope you guys will be there.
What time?
Or else.
What time is it?
I think it's at 6.
Yeah, it's at
6. 6:30. 6, I think. But yes.
This is one of my favorite songs that Vic did, also for One Piece, A to Z.
Now read them the original. This is interesting. How many of you know this song? You know what, we should take them. Do you have the original? The Japanese original track? Because what would be great would be to show them start point A, point B, point C, you know? Like play the original, piece of the original, so you hear the melody, and you hear the Japanese vocal, and then you go, okay, this is what the translation is, what they're singing. And you think, well, okay, there's no way you can sing that in that melody. So, you know, and you kind of take them.
I think I kept all that stuff on his discs.
I wish I had brought I wish I'd brought mine down.
Prepared.
I'm sorry, I wish I'd have brought my laptop down. Because I've got Guilty Beauty Love on there anyway, at least.
Do you want to send somebody to go get it, or is it too late? It's already 2:30.
Yeah.
Not the internet. Do you guys want me to run?
Okay, here's one I remember. Here's the first line of the chorus of Guilty Beauty Love. The first chorus, this is the exact translation. Is it a crime that God created me so beautifully?
What's wrong with that?
Now, here's the melody. Da 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 da.
For all that.
Is it a crime that God created me so beautifully? Do you see the problem? Right?
It should have ascended with the beautiful.
What?
I think it should have ascended more of a.
Well, but that's the actual lyric. The actual lyric is it a crime that God created me so beautifully? You got it in your mind? That's the lyric. Da 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 da. And this is what I wrote. It's a crime, such a beautiful crime, that God would make a star as bright as I. See, you see it? Such a beautiful crime. Yeah, I mean, you try to, you see what I did? You gotta stretch it out, but say the same thing. There's one, you know, is it a crime? And then the second chorus is like, is it a crime that God made these perfect lips? Again, there's no, how do you sing that? Is it a crime that God made these perfect